G'day everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to episode number 8 of the East German Challenge with Dynamo Dresden to win the Bundesliga title. And before, well, in fact, I want to get into this as quickly as possible because I got a couple of cheeky little surprises to show in the transfers. So let's go straight into it. And as you can see from the screen here, there are a couple of new names. So I'm going to go straight into the transfers right away before I go over any of the other bits and pieces. And yeah, we've had a very, very good transfer window. Incredibly good, in fact. So if I go back a little bit, as you can see, we're on the 2nd of September 2030. So there's no transfers before the save point. And there was no sales either. Which is really odd, to be fair, because I was expecting a few more bids for especially the likes of Daubner. But rolling over, we made just short of another 4 million by selling off a couple of players that just, they've served their purpose now. Yazbek has gone, he's gone to Hertha Berlin. Simon Aster served us pretty well. Tom Bischoff has gone as well, but for a really cheap price. 4 million quid in, wasn't too bad. But before I go over the signs, as you can see from the finances, I've got a couple of million left, but our balance is looking very, very good. Very happy with that. But yes, I didn't spend that much money actually on buying players, but I did get some absolute beauties of free transfers. Starting with Fionn McLaughlin. Irish regen from Arsenal, left back / left winger, but he's going to be playing left back for me. Absolutely flying wing back. He's got the pace and acceleration for it, but he's got the bravery and determination as well. His defensive positioning is okay, but he is 22. We can still build on that. And his technical attributes actually for a wing back are really, really good. So I'm very happy with that. On a free transfer as well. It's brilliant. Then I brought in another one from Arsenal, Miles Lewis Skelly. Now, admittedly, on this database, on the FM24 database, I don't think his potential ability or his current ability is as high as it should be. I think if FM26 comes around, I think this is one of the guys who will get a bit of an upgrade, so to speak. But he's still very good, almost a 4-star potential, up to 25 million in valuation now. Can play through the central midfield, and obviously I play a narrow formation anyway, so the central midfielders are what I needed, and he is definitely one of them. And 24 years old, he's got the big game mentality, he's consistent, so I'm expecting some good things from him. And then this is the best free transfer I had. I could not believe it. And again, speaking of upgrades, Desiree Doué, absolutely brilliant on this game. Again, almost at a 4-star potential ability, value of up to 50 million almost for a free transfer. And the way this lad has been playing in real life doesn't reflect what he has in his attributes. So again, this is a player who I think will get a huge upgrade. I mean, he's got the dribbling, he's got the passing, he's got the vision and the flair and the agility, plus the pace with it. But I would expect a big upgrade for this guy because he has been absolutely electric since his move to PSG. But on this game, he just didn't play. PSG hardly played him. He moved from Rennes to PSG, went out on loan to Saudi Arabia for a year, got some game time there, didn't get much game time again with PSG, and has come in and hit the ground running, almost. Yeah, he's got a 7.4 average rating, 6 games, 3 goals, 5 assists. Excuse me. There we have it. You can't really ask for much more than that. And then the last one, another regen, but another regen wonder kid. Vladimir Bondarenko, Russian 19-year-old attacking midfielder / striker, with a 16, a 16 and a 17 in passing, first touch and technique, with 16 flair, pace and agility to burn. At the age of 19, he's got up to a 5-star or 4.5-star potential ability. I bought him in for 5 million and he's already valued up to 70. And he's got 8 goals and 3 assists in 6 games. That is an utterly genius find for myself, especially for 5 million. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So let's go and have a look at the team then. Let's have a look and see how it lays out. So the tactic has stayed pretty much the same. I keep on tweaking the midfield roles just to see if I can get the best out of them. But definitely the front three of an advanced forward, a deep line forward and a shadow striker is potent, to say the least. So we're picking without restriction. Our best 11 as it stands at the moment is Dennis Simon, Morgala, Vitek, Chiarodia and McLaughlin. Nathan Decat, what a 22-year-old bullwin midfielder he is. He's an anchor, great marking, great tackling, great position. So defensively, he is tippy top, but he's got the vision and the work rate to match it with the physicals. This guy is outstanding. I still can't believe I got him for 22.5 million. He's worth nearly 4 times that amount now, and still only at the age of 22. And I'm really surprised nobody has been interested in him. Really surprised at that, in fact. But it's all for me. That's good for me. And then we got Chris Rigg, Andre Santos, Noah Daubner. Again, another player who just keeps on improving, and I expect to get better. He is unhappy. He wants to move to a club with a stronger squad. That is a slight issue. I did have a couple of bids come in for him, but he does have a release clause of 76 million, and they weren't matching it. So I said no. The release clause is there. I want 76 million. Pay up. And teams are being cheap because they think I need the money. No. And then I've got Santiago and Roos Fink up front, which I think is a very, very strong first team. But the big problem for me is trying to find new defenders to improve the defense, because I think that's where it needs improving. But can I find ones that are actually going to play over the ones that I've got? Nope, I can't. If we have a look at the schedule as well, we've had a really good start to the season. We're through, actually, as well as a point. I wasn't entirely sure on this on the last episode, but we are actually in the UEFA Europa Conference League after finishing 9th. All of the European places got divvied out. Germany is doing really well at the moment, and it turns out 9th position got us Conference League football. So we had to go through the hard way of the qualifying round, and we beat Bilbao over the 2 legs 2-1. And that puts us into the Conference League proper. I'm well happy with that, to be fair. Nice little bit of European football. Also beating Hoffenheim 3-0. Wolfsburg we got battered by 4-1, which is disappointing. But we beat Frankfurt 3-2 as well, which means we're 6th after 3 games. 2 wins and a loss. Isn't too bad, I don't think. So, without further ado, I'm going to roll the highlights reel, see how we get on this season, and I'll see you guys after that. In Season 8, we have Conference League football. But will it affect our league form? Well, to put it simply, yes it did. Before Christmas, we were steady, picking up wins versus Eintracht Frankfurt, Augsburg and Union Berlin. But after Christmas, the wheels fell off completely. Only winning 4 games in 20, the form was abysmal as we entered the season 9th in the Bundesliga. Hell, it was quarter-final defeat in a cracking game versus Bayern Munich, after knocking out Fürstenwalde, Bochum and St. Pauli in the earlier rounds. In the Conference League, we scraped past Bilbao to qualify and ended up qualifying for the round of 16 after winning 5 in 6 of our fixtures, also beating the likes of Atalanta and Braga. And it was Braga again in the round of 16, and after losing the first leg 1-0, we had to do it all in the second leg. And despite Ribeiro and Doué giving us the lead, Braga pegged us back and took it to penalties, where we fluffed our lines and were eventually knocked out at the round of 16 stage. Well, all in all, that is a disappointing season to say the least. We're no further on in trying to push the likes of Leipzig, Bayern Munich, Dortmund or anything like that to get up further up the league. I mean, we're a good... Let's have a look at the league table. We are 46 points. We're 41 points off the top. That's not good. That is not good. We had a bad end to the season as well, which cost us more European football, which again cost us more money. If we have a look at the other competitions as well, we did okay in the Conference League. I'm a little bit disappointed we didn't get further, albeit Newcastle ended up winning it and we probably would have lost against them. But in the league phase, did really, really well. Won 5 out of the 6, only lost 1, which was to Partizan Belgrade, which is a random one. But we still finished in the top 8, so we missed the knockout rounds, went straight to the round of 16, and we got knocked out by Braga on penalties, who then went on to face Anderlecht, and they got knocked out by them. If we'd beaten Braga, I would have fancied our chances against Anderlecht. And if we got past Anderlecht, we could have been playing Sparta Prague. We could have made it all the way to the final. I am very disappointed in that. I felt that we had a team that could have at least got to the semis. But I guess I was proven wrong on that one. And then obviously the quarterfinals of the Pokal by Bayern Munich. That's just unlucky. We're not competing enough with Bayern Munich. And this is why, really. Squad hasn't performed as well as... Okay, right, the front 3 have been brilliant. Over a 7 average rating, 15 and 10 from Noah Daubner, who again has improved even more. Wow, what a player he is turning out to be. Still unhappy, still wanted. Freiburg though want him. He won't go to Freiburg, I can tell you that, because Freiburg are actually in the division below us, and they didn't get promoted. So he won't be moving there. And then Roos Fink has got 19 and 7. Again, really good output from him in the striker role. And Bondarenko, 19 and 9 on his debut season and has improved dramatically as well. Those three, brilliant. Desiree Douy, he got a 7 average rating, 9 and 9. Excellent. Jean Santiago, only played 14 and 14 off the bench, 6 and 4. That's a bit of a drop off and disappointing. 4 and 6 from Chris Rigg. I mean, Zapata actually played 8 games as well and did really well. He got over a 7 average rating because I believe, wherever he's gone, I cannot find... Oh, let's rearrange this. Dennis Simon, did he pick up an injury this season? Lower back stress fracture around November time, so that's why my reserve keeper came in. That could have hampered things a little bit in the form-wise, but it seems my other keeper did all right. So I don't quite know what's gone wrong here. Is it something in the tactic? Do I need to change my tactic? I don't know. Ooh, I've got a few questions and a few ponderings to cover here, but that's it, guys. That's the end of season number 8. We actually have, let me just double check financial-wise, just below 15 million. We're still not getting the money coming through because we still have 39.5 million in the debt. Now we don't have European football, so we've got to pay off a little bit more of that. That's disappointing, but it's not a massive transfer budget either. If we have a look at the club info, come next episode, we will have our new stadium. That should improve the finances because the new stadium is going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one, if I understand it rightly. If I go to Dresden club info, let's have a look at the overview. At the moment, we have a capacity of 32,249, but if we go to close that, and I believe the new stadium is actually going to be about 35,000. I could be wrong on that. But there we have it, folks. That is the end of the episode, episode number 8. Join me for season number 9, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe on the channel if you can, please. That'd be very much appreciated. I'm over the 400 subscribers now. I'm pushing on to 500. I want to reach 500 by the end of September if I possibly can. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ta-ra.